All right, so today is the 16th of May, 0814, and we are outside of Poasttown Elementary. Patrick's here with me. There he is. And it's daytime, so a lot of people investigate at night. We don't really care. Activity happens all times of the day. It fluctuates. Might be more active at night, might be more active during the day. The good part about coming here to Poasttown during the day is it was a school at some point. So, sociology speaking-ish, we expect the spirits or any spirits in here to be just as active, because this is the hours they would have been active when they were alive. Just give you guys a quick tour of the outside of here. Like any school, it looks great in the front. And then once you get sort of out to the sides of it, there isn't much to it. Patrick and I have always come to this place before. It was one of the more popular spots since we both lived together in Middletown. We came here often. They used to actually have like wrestling rings and stuff up around here. Really cool school. I'll show you guys the outside, and then we'll head in. The cool part, to go back to what I was saying about Patrick and I living together in Middletown, was when we were together in Middletown, coming to the school a lot, we firmly believed that something came home with us. If you've watched any of the other videos, you might have heard me talk about it. As a girl, you said you thought it was maybe something malevolent.
Yeah.
So it was two things: something, the girl, and something malevolent. I'll let Patrick tell this side of the story, but for me right now I lived up in the attic of this home. Great space, thank you, by the way. And while living up there, his house had some activity beforehand. But around this time, when this girl and this malevolent thing came back to the house with us, because we were investigating here all the time, I started to experience some things upstairs. The number one thing I experienced was I was up there at night, and I stayed up late because I was working, I think, first or second shift at the hospital up at Wright-Patterson. I was an emergency medical room technician and EMTB. And while working there, I would stay up pretty late playing games. And one time in the middle of the night, from the back side of the room, I hear a little girl say, "Help me." Pretty damn clear, actually. And it startled me, and I told her, "Hey, sort of get lost. I can't help you." Didn't hear much from her. But over the lifetime of staying up there, I experienced what felt like a malevolent energy just sort of looming over me one night when I woke up. I didn't want to go close to it. Let's go up around here, and then we'll go back down. I didn't want to go close to it at all. Made me quite nervous, so I just laid back down and said it'll go away. At a later point in time, I was sleeping one night. And I like to sleep with my arms crossed, head down. And I was laying there, and something woke me up. What woke me up, I don't know. But what it was that woke me up was it felt like something that was about the size of a child put their hand on my bed. And it wasn't just a hand on my bed. It was actually the bed compressed down. And it felt like somebody was like trying to get there. Numerous other things happened, just different energies in the house. You always felt like you were being watched anytime you went downstairs. Just a general extreme creepiness. I've lived in that house. That was maybe the most predominant house that was haunted that I ever lived in. But it was very interesting. I'll let Patrick tell his side, because the reason we came into the school why you guys are here with us is we're going to take you to the area where we originally felt we picked up this little girl. Now, is that down here or is down in the...
It was in the gymnasium. Is when everything started for me, like that night here. So I don't know. Pretty sure it started all when we were in the gymnasium.
You want to go down there?
Yeah, if you want
Let's see how much light we have. So the funny part is, it started in the gymnasium from him. I was there with a fellow investigator, and we actually picked up the disembodied voice of a little girl in the gymnasium. I've got that audio too.
Oh, wow.
Well, here we are, a gymnasium. I remember this being a lot bigger for some reason.
Yeah, that's weird.
Don't you remember it being like significantly bigger than this?
Was this the Mandela effect?
Now, I haven't been back in here since, what, 2012 maybe? 2000, no, like 2010. Yeah. Maybe it was just because they had all the stuff in here. So, you want to tell a little bit about how things started for you here?
Yes, like John was saying earlier, we used to come here a lot. We came here for a convention. It was like
I remember that.
it's like 3 nights in a row we were here.
Yeah, we actually camped out inside one of the classrooms.
Right, and one of the things that we failed to do, which a lot of paranormal investigators preach, is you should ground yourself. You should always ground yourself and protect yourself. And I guess we were so comfortable here for those 3 nights.
It was very comfortable.
that we didn't bother to do that. So we came down here one night. It was me, John, and a couple other investigators. And we sat around in a circle, was asking questions.
I remember that.
John, my good roommate, said, hey, could you touch Patrick? And it seemed like everything, thanks to John, started after that.
I'm sorry.
So we left out.
She kept touching you.
We left out of here, and everybody's went about their business, but it was still me and one other investigator left. And she started freaking out because she had a weird vibe. And she says, hey man, can you stay down here with me?
Was it who I think it was? Or did I not know her?
She wasn't part of our team.
Okay.
She was an independent investigator.
Yeah, okay.
That was here that night. So she asked if I could stay down here with her while she went to the bathroom. Stay down while she went to the bathroom. So we went upstairs, she went to the bathroom. Then after that, we started going up the stairs to go, we're walking up the stairs, and in between me and her, this deep, clear, most hatred, probably since I've been doing paranormal investing, the most, you just feel the hate in the voice. It said, Patrick.
Really?
Just like that.
It was audible?
So audible. And it's so audible to the fact that, she's right next to me, and I'm thinking, is she hearing what I'm hearing, And she looks right away at the same time, and we're looking at each other just like that. And it was right in between us as we were walking up the stairs.
So that's, to me, that's interesting because we got the disembodied voice of a woman or a girl down here. Came from like sort of in that corner, and you're getting a disembodied voice of something that sounds malevolent.
Right. So we head on upstairs and we go into the actual office. It's upstairs, located upstairs. And at this time,
you want to walk a little?
There's me and the independent investigator.
Yeah.
And then we teamed up with 2 other investigators. And we're in this office. And while we're in there, you can start hearing noises.
Really? And you said in the office?
Yeah, it started to sound like little pebbles being thrown, right? And then we started getting hit with little pebbles, right? And the office is probably no bigger than the stage we're on right now, it's not that big.
Yeah.
And we could locate where these pebbles were coming from. But it wasn't coming from up above. It wasn't stuff falling off the ceiling. We were getting hit with it. So I'm trying to make this short as possible. But so after that, you know, I had sometimes every now and then investigators get, you know, that psychic sense, you know.
Spidey senses.
The spidey senses. Yeah. And it opened up for me when I was in that office. And I said, hey, there's a man sitting in this chair. I'm going to go sit down. I'm going to show you how he's sitting. I feel it. I can't see it, but I feel it. It's so hard to explain. So I went over there, and I sat in the same position as what I was feeling he was sitting in. So I crossed my leg, sat like that. And all of a sudden, while I'm sitting in this chair, all of a sudden my neck starts becoming really red. My insides feel like they're freezing. Like, it felt like I was in Antarctica. I mean, just every organ in my body felt like it was froze.
Really?
I felt like to the point to where if I opened my mouth up, I was going to be blown out in cold air, right? Like, you could see the frost come out.
Yeah.
So, anyways, next thing you know, investigator Jim Wilson.
Yeah, I remember Jim. Hi, Jim. I thought I watched this, but hi, Jim.
He says, hey, Patrick, are you okay? I said, I don't know, man. He says, dude, you are being, it looks like you're being choked. And he got me up out of that chair real quick. And he started taking pictures. And in the pictures,
I remember those pictures.
you can see, you can see like the thumbprints and everything. Something else I failed to mention is, it's very important, and I can't believe I left it out. Right after I heard the voice going up the stairs, I felt scratches on my back. And then it's when we got in the office, I finally, after all this stuff had been said and done, at the very end, after the whole choking experience, all that stuff, I lifted up my back of my shirt and I had 3 big scratches going down my back. And Jim documented that as well. He took pictures of that. So after this, like John said, we were staying here. So I went to bed that night. When I laid down, I started hearing voices in my head. I thought I was losing my mind.
Yeah.
I'd hear a little girl say, "Help me, help me." Then I'd hear
and we talked about that because that's when we start connecting the dots that we were getting sort of
same thing, like we were experiencing the same thing.
getting harassed by this.
In a real mean voice, it would say, "Dude,"
Yeah.
And I always learned that a true demon would never kind of like announce itself.
Yeah, they don't want you to know anything.
So this went on the whole night. I couldn't get any sleep. I left out of here in the morning. I told everybody, I said, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to stay for the convention. I'm going to go home, get some sleep, and come back. I can't do this. I said I was up all night hearing voices in my head. I was my home.
Yeah. Oh, that's when you were staying over here? When you stayed here?
We were all staying here, and I went back home and went to bed.
Yeah.
And they came back like in the afternoon, like at 12 o'clock or 1.
And I remember that too.
When I go and get in the car, there was a song by the Black Eyed Peas, and it was called, I forget what it was called. There was a part in the song that says something, "You got me screaming demon."
Yeah.
And every time I turned the channel, that song would start over from where it says that, and I just kept turning the channels, and it would be right there. Then I kept hearing something like really dark and creepy voice, like it was coming over the radio trying to talk to me, and I couldn't make out what it was saying. I'm losing my mind. And it started happening where every time I get in my car, I'd hear that.
That song or?
Yes. Every time. And then this whole thing went on for 2 weeks. I was getting scratches.
At least this part hasn't changed. Yeah.
Did you take a deep breath back there?
I don't remember. I'll have to review.
Sound like a heavy.
Looks like a camera right there.
This lighting is pretty good right here. It looks almost like fluorescent lighting.
Yeah.
Coming in from the sun.
So that's interesting. We haven't even gotten to the stuff that happened at the house.
No, we haven't got to that part yet.
So last time I was here, I'm trying to connect the dots. We had a few psychic mediums in. Now, please note, these were not psychic mediums I work with. So that relationship that I feel every investigator has to have with a psychic medium before you start believing and even taking any credence. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Credence in their claims and what they're picking up. So I didn't work with them. But they did say they picked up something malevolent down here in this area. Oh shit, that dog creeped me out for a second, dude. I was like, what the fuck? So they did say they picked up something malevolent in here. I personally, when somebody says they're picking up something like a demon, I don't put a lot into it because I really don't think they occur like that. I think more often than not, it's just some kind of misinterpreted human spirit. This is the thing that creeped me out. This is put here for that purpose, to creep somebody. But
I was looking hard, man. I was like, what is that?
there has been 2 occasions, and I don't know if what we had at our house. Do you feel like it was a demon or just something malevolent?
No, I feel like it was something malevolent that wanted to act like it was something bigger than
Yeah.
what it was.
No,
How easy it was to finally get rid of once I found out what to
yeah.
do.
I do think in some ways we did that thing. So when you tell me about what happened to you, it sounds like it jumped you a little bit. I mean, so here's my question. When that all happened to you, do you remember what you were thinking mentally? Did your body, other than what you're saying, you did report some physiological changes to your body. But mentally speaking, it sounds like things changed there too.
Right.
Did you feel out of yourself at all
No,
afterwards?
and that's the thing. Like that's one of the things I'm worried about because before this all happened, I studied possession.
Yeah.
And having attachments and things like that. One of the things they say is your behavior changed. You get more aggressive, mean,
Yeah.
violent, and none of that happened.
Okay.
So, but what it did do to me mentally was, it was having me, basically I was having almost like a nervous breakdown because I'm trying to play it cool, like, hey, I'm an investigator, I know how to handle this, shouldn't be no problem. But at the same time, I'm hearing
You came in.
and experiencing these things that just keep happening. And it's
Yeah.
going on daily. It's not like every now and then.
Yeah.
This stuff was happening daily when I was in the house. And, I was more afraid, I think we talked about this. I
Yeah.
was more afraid about the people. I was working in a hospital at the time. And
Yeah.
what if I drop this thing off with them? What's going to happen to their health?
Because it definitely came home.
Right.
Why would the girl come home too? I don't know if
Unless
they
it's
have any
one thing,
relationship.
unless it
Yeah.
was one thing, or both. But I mean, or it had the girl attached to it, like
Yeah.
holding her, like which we've seen this before.
I've seen that. There's
where
like I said,
something negative holds something good.
so yeah. Socially speaking, they are very much similar, except for with energy. They're very much similar because people can be attached to people. People can hold people in binds mentally. I mean, you have like abusive mental relationships that some people have trouble getting away from. In this situation, I guess we don't know. There's so much more that happened at the house. That's the funny part. We'll talk about it more. This video's getting close to 20 minutes because we had a ton of stuff happening at the house too. We'll continue to move around. What I'll try and show you guys next is you probably can't see a lot of this. Yeah, you can't see a damn thing down here.
Let me turn on my light.
So we're in the boiler room right now. Very little light. Still not a bunch, but that's okay. So we'll start back up with the next video. I'll show you what we're going to do today. Some of the gear we have, and that'll be probably a short video for part 2. We've got this place for another 3 hours, so we're going to make the most of it.